In this one, we're gonna take cold Caprese pasta, add a couple extra ingredients just in time for summer. Check it out. For ingredients, we have cherry tomatoes, fresh mozzarella, Kalamata olive, pine nuts. I have first press olive oil. First press, what that means is they take all the little olives, they line them up, they press them only one time, and that oil is what I have there. So it's a higher quality olive oil. We have rigatoni pasta, and I have fresh basil right here. Okay, we got boiling water right here. We're gonna add our rigatoni to the boiling water, and we're gonna cook this for 12 minutes. Always give your pasta a little stir when you first put it in the water, that way it doesn't stick together. So for your prep, you got your olives, just go ahead and half those, just like that. The tomatoes, we're gonna half as well, just like that. And then your basil, chiffonade cut. So I always stack the leaves on top of each other. Then I roll them tight. Then you can come at them like this. It makes a nice thin little cut like that. Guys, I had a little last minute idea. Let's make a nice balsamic reduction. So basically, get some balsamic vinegar, stick it into a pan and get it going like that. Add a little bit of sugar to it. Now, you don't want it boiling too hard. Once you add the sugar, just go ahead and lower your temp. You don't want to burn the sugar, you don't want to burn the balsamic vinegar. What we're going to do is we're going to reduce this down to a syrupy consistency. And then we're going to transfer it into a Ziploc bag. Once your timer goes off for your pasta, go ahead and lay it out on a tray, get it cooling rapidly. So, see, I put this in the freezer to cool it down faster, and that's the kind of consistency you should have, is a nice syrupy consistency. Placing it in our homemade pastry bag, and I'll show you what to do with that in a second. Now that our pasta is completely cool, we're gonna go ahead and start building our salad. So what I would do is get a big bowl, line it with some of that beautiful olive oil, okay? I line it first, that way the pasta doesn't stick to the bowl, because you wanna try to be as careful as possible not to. When we mix all these ingredients, we don't want to break everything up, like break up the tomatoes and break up the beautiful pasta. So you want to kind of just lightly fold everything together. So I got a nice little coat on the pasta. Now we're going to add our olives. We're going to add everything, but let me just grab everything here. All right, so olives, a little bit. Use your best judgment based off how much pasta you have in the bowl. We're gonna add our tomatoes, some pine nuts, some of the mozzarella, right? Now we're gonna hit all this with some salt and pepper. Just season it to taste. Try it, see what you like. If you like, you need more, need less, right? So now we're gonna fold these in, and I'm using my hands because my hands can be gentle, and utensils could break everything up. Like I said, we want to keep it nice and hold together. So gently toss, 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 still tossing, toss. Now I put the basil inside. We're gonna toss that together. If you're going to eat all of this in one day, then go ahead and put all the basil in. If you're not, what I would recommend doing is I'd recommend tossing all of the pasta salad, putting the basil on top as like a garnish, because the basil will start to deteriorate the fastest out of everything in here. Now, stay tuned for the next step, because we're gonna make this sexy. All right, there it is, guys. All I did was I added a little bit of that balsamic reduction on top. Sexy.